One thing about an Ari Aster film, someone's skull is going to get crushed and a little white girl is going to end up dead. Hey, it's Trey, and this is my first review impression. Nope, my first. And here's my first impression review of Beau is Afraid. First off, let me say, this does feel like a movie where one watch isn't enough to glean everything I need from it, so I can see my opinion changing. But in general, I would say this movie is something. Yeah. But ultimately, I was bored and honestly a little annoyed by the end. I feel like each act got progressively less enthralling. So much happens. The entire course of human history happens in this fucking movie. This movie is an exercise in desensitization because I promise you, towards the end, I just stopped caring about anything that happened because I knew that an insane, massive, incredible thing's gonna happen in the next 90 seconds anyway. I just don't know. I feel like I didn't even like Beau either, you know? Like, I just could not care for a lot. The way that the wild and surreal ending this movie has would have gagged me and gooped even for any other film. And when it happened, I left this in the theater. I just was like, sure. Okay, I'm sure. Love that for you and your journey. I'm like torn between just because the meaning of a piece of art isn't immediately apparent doesn't mean it's bad or unclear. And just because a piece of art is dense doesn't mean it's good. But Was Afraid lives somewhere in the middle of those two sentences. But I maintain it wasn't like a bad film. It wasn't awful. There was some really great suspense and horror, mainly in the first half. But, and I also appreciate the themes of guilt, fear, chaos, that kind of stuff. That's my jam. But Joaquin Phoenix, we still love you. Ari Aster, we also still love you, even though this is a little bit of the redheaded stepchild of the 3 movies of his that I've seen, including Hereditary and Midsommar. Midsommar? I don't know. I'm glad I watched it once, but I would probably need to be heavily convinced and probably a little heavily inebriated as well to watch it again. And make sure you follow along for more first impressions of classic and current films. See you at the movies.